Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Craft Hoarder here on YouTube. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different. This is a crafting channel where we talk about all things crafty. So far, all I've pretty much done is diamond painting because that's the current obsession, but favorite time of year is here. It is fall, and for me, that means it's warm, it's cold enough to knit. I don't like to knit when it gets real hot because my hands get sweaty, it sticks to the yarn, it makes it hard to work. I do have a few projects that I do throughout the summer, small projects, socks, that kind of thing. But I haven't really shown anything related to knitting yet, or crocheting for that matter. And I have a few things here. So I had a birthday recently, and I decided to treat myself to something that I have been eyeballing for years. It was under a different name originally, and they went through a rebranding because the name was offensive, and so they shut that company down. The owners of that company opened up a new company called Della Q, and they changed their product line a little bit, but some of the structure of the products are the same. A lot of the backpack and some of the purse styles that they have were the same as their previous company. This is a company that designs knitting bags, knitting and crocheting bags and project bags, and they do it out of wax canvas, and I think they do a really good job. And I had a birthday recently, and so I decided to treat myself. So I got the Della Q Makers backpack. Now, when they were called the company Namaste, they had a backpack, and it was really similar in design to this, but there are a few different things. The old one was a vegan leather. It was quite a bit more classic business wear. Della Q is waxed canvas, so it's a little bit more everyday, which is way more my style. Anyway, I'm super excited about this bag. I'm hoping, everybody goes on the search for the perfect bag. I'm hoping that I found it. So let's start here with the outside. First of all, it has these beautiful leather handles up here at the top so that you can just grab and go like a big purse, or you can wear it like a backpack because it has the straps on the back, which I will show you. But these, if you don't like to carry them by the straps and you think it's too much, they unclip very easily. Unclip them, and both sides unclip, and there you go. You can just store your handles somewhere else. These straps on the front have a magnetic clasp right here. It's a magnetic snap, and this is designed to like roll your sweater up and put it on the front of your bag, or maybe like if you wanted to take this camping, maybe a light blanket or something. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, this is a waxed canvas, so it is pretty much, look, you can write on it. Isn't that cool? I love wax canvas. It's pretty much water repellent, waterproof. If you soaked it like for a few hours, like in your bathtub, then yeah, it's gonna get wet, but it's pretty waterproof. It is a waxed canvas, and it is a very nice quality. On this side, there is one pocket there, and then on the bottom it has 4 of the little brass feet, so you can set it upright and it'll hold up. The back side, there's your backpack straps, and then here is your luggage strap that you can put over around your suitcase. Here is a nice little padded, both sides padded compartment, big enough to put a phone or your wallet, your small valuables right in there. It's not a super deep pocket. My fingers are right there. So it's not super deep. There's the tips of my fingers in relationship to the back. Not super deep, but it's big enough to hold the essentials, which it's a security pocket, so you don't want to put a lot of stuff in there anyway. Over on this side, you have the big giant safety pin with some emergency stitch markers on it. There's 3 of the lotus leaf stitch markers, and that's attached to this really deep pocket. All the pockets on this are like wide and deep, which is nice. It's got your rivets there, so this shouldn't pull out. Now let's take a look inside. You got your nice brass zipper that's nice and heavy duty, some heavy duty leather pulls. This bag is designed to last you forever, and I am super excited, and I'm hoping that it does. I'm hoping that I found the solution to my problems. I'm always on the search for the perfect bag. I'm hoping I found it. Okay, so on the inside, let's see if we can get that. There we go. Get that shown there. I'll pull that out because I want to show that to you in just a second too. So on the back side of the inside, you have this zipper pocket right up here at the top that's pretty deep. Oh, and their logo tag, and this little tag right here, it's like it's an emergency yarn cutter. It's like the little things that you get on dental floss. It's like that. The nice thing is that it's pointing up, so you're not accidentally going to loop and snag and cut your yarn like it would if it was pulling down and you were trying to pull it out. So that's nice. They thought about that. This larger pocket in the back is padded on both sides, and it can hold a laptop. I mean, that goes clear to my elbow. So I think that's what, 14, 15 inches? Maybe. I'm not sure how long my forearm is, but it goes up to there. So yeah, it's about 14 inches. 14, 16. Then you have this, and this snap is, again, it's a magnetic snap. So, and it's a nice strong magnet. And you just snap that on there. It's good to go. All of the snaps are a magnetic snap. Sorry about the bump. There's the second pocket, which has some good depth to it and some nice width. And then here is the third pocket in the front. They always give you these cute little dot journals and a darning needle, which I will show you in just a second. With all of their products, they do that with everything and your stitch markers, which is really nice. Then on this middle compartment here, let's see, right here is an inside water bottle holder pocket with the elastic top, and on this side is another one, and you don't have to put water in there. You can put anything in there, but it's nice that those are on the inside, because a lot of times when you put your water on the outside, something bumps it, it pops out, you don't know. The main compartment is nice and deep, and it's got this beautiful lotus pattern lining all the way through. It's really nice. Feels very soft. I am very impressed with the quality of this. And then I'm going to turn this around to see the front. And on the front side, you have these 2 larger pockets here. And then you have these 3 smaller pockets that you could put like your pens or your crochet hook or your knitting needles in there. And then up here at the top, they also have this little D-ring, so you can snap something to it. You can snap your keys there. You can snap a little notions pouch, and I'll show you what I'm going to snap there in just a second. And then this on this side is a nice leather flap with a brass seal that is a yarn guide. So you would put your yarn in here, go through here, and around this little hook right here, of the lotus leaf, and it acts as a yarn guide. So when you're pulling your yarn out, it's not going to rub on your zipper. Your yarn can sit down there in the main pocket, and you can feed it through this when you're ready to get to work. Take it out of there and put it back in the main pocket when you're done working, but this is going to prevent it from getting snagged on this zipper, so that's really nice. I adore this bag. These handles are very padded, very nice. Everything's got these really beautiful brass, antique brass finished findings on it, and I mean, it's beautifully done. It is beautifully done. Probably my favorite bag that I've ever bought. I am back to college. I started up at the beginning of September. I have several years to go to get my degree that I need. So I am really excited to be using this. And it's a school backpack. It'll hold my laptop, but it also hold my knitting. That way, whenever I can just pull my knitting out and work on a small project and then put it back. Keeping my hands busy helps me learn. So I'm so excited about that. Like, that is like amazing. So again, that is the Della Q bag. And I purchased it from Jimmy Bean's Wool, and they're in Nevada. So however close you are to Nevada, they like ship out the same day. They ship out within a couple of days. They are super, super quick. I got my stuff within a day of it shipping. But I'm over in Oregon, so, pretty close there. So I guess it depends on how close you are to the state, but they're really, really fast. If you have any problems, they're very responsive. I really like Jimmy Bean Wool, and wish that I lived closer to them again. Okay, so I have a few other things that I got with that bag. I got a little Della Q scissors pouch that matches quite well, as you can see. This is, and it'll clip right onto the D-ring on the inside of my bag so that I always have my snips with me. This is a tough snap because it's not broken in yet, but it's an actual snap. It's not a magnetic snap, so there's no chance of these just slipping out. And these are some cute little Della Q scissors that are nice and pointy, nice and sharp. So I'm really happy with that because I'm not sure what I did with my other pair. I think they're in a project bag somewhere, but I haven't been able to find anything since moving, really. So, and that was like 6 months ago, and I'm still trying to get caught up. So is there anybody else out there that like it takes them like 2 years to unpack? Because that's what I feel like it's going to take me, is like 2 years to unpack everything after moving. Anyway, so that I just clip that right there, and then I always have my snips. I can put my hooks right there. I can stick a few tools in there. My yarn will go here, my laptop will go here, and any school books will also go in this main pocket. So I'm very excited about this bag. Another little thing that I got on the wax canvas side was this little, it's a notions pouch. It's a wax canvas notions pouch. It's not real big. It's like a 4x4 square. It's really cute. But the coolest thing about this is that it's magnetic. It's a magnetic notions pouch. So all of your stitch markers, and they include 3 of these stitch markers with this, along with a darning needle. The other darning needle that's in here is the one that came with the bag. Again, there's an emergency snip right there. An emergency yarn cutter. They build those in, guys. That's fantastic. Good thinking ahead. Seriously, good thinking ahead. But this is, I mean, I can take my needle and just kind of let it do its thing. It's all magnetic, so none of my stitch markers are going to fly out at me. They're not going to open. If the bag accidentally opens, they're not going to go all over the bag because it's magnetic. So that's really cool. I'm super excited about that. There's no pocket or anything, but it doesn't need one. It's magnetic. Love it. And it's big enough to actually hold a good amount of useful items, like a small tin full of stitch markers. So very excited about that. That's just going to live right down here in this little pocket here, so that I always have it with me. And then I knit socks. I mentioned that. I have a really hard time remembering the Kitchener stitch. I don't know what it is about that stitch, but I just can't seem to remember how to do it. And I'm a fairly beginner knitter. I've been knitting for like 4 years, but I'm not a real fast knitter, so I'm not like overly productive, but I do have some experience. So I'd say I'm like a intermediate, but there's always more to learn. And I just started making socks. I've made 2 pairs so far, so not a lot of experience with the socks. So I got this nice little helpful reminder that's anatomy of a sock. The cuff, leg, heel flap, heel turn, gusset, instep, feet. Toe. Okay, so, but I also have a hard time remembering the Kitchener stitch. So on the back is the Kitchener stitch. Awesome, and it's a nice soft rubber. So, I mean, it's a silicone. It's nothing's happening to this, right? Really awesome. And then this little blue tag right here. Another needle. This one's plastic, so I'll probably never use it, but I mean, it's there for emergencies, right? That's cool. And then it's on a keychain, and it's got a little hook, so I can just hook it right here and always have it sitting on the inside of my bag and never have to worry about it going anywhere. And I never have to worry about having to try to look this up when I don't have any cell phone reception. So that's really awesome. Okay, so that's the Della, well, okay, not quite all of the Della Q stuff because I have a couple more things in here. But that's the main thing there. Super impressed with the quality. I mean, I'm figuring that bag's probably going to last me 20 years easily. It's a waxed canvas, so everything on there is waxed canvas, so it's going to last a long time. I got these little organizers. It comes in a set of 3. So this is the large, medium, and small of the Rainbow Q O snaps. Della Q Rainbow O snaps. That's how it needs to come out right there. Sorry, brain. So this is a nice mesh, sturdy mesh bag that you can put your project in and kind of keep it contained. It's kind of a nice little, and it's see-through, which is really great because then you can actually see what you're working on and what's in there. So this just kind of keeps everything separated and divided and all nice and neat and orderly. So your yarn's not running all over the bottom of your bag, or your project's not just in the bag, and you don't want yarn barf. So yarn barf is when everything explodes and it makes this lovely knotted mess called yarn barf. The cool thing is that if you do any kind of color work, which I haven't yet, but if you do any kind of color work, it does have these snaps across the top, so you can actually use this as a yarn bowl and feed your yarn through the tops of these and be working multiple colors out of one bag, which is really nice, really handy. The medium is designed the same way, same concept. The snaps are still there. This I would probably use for like a small pair of socks. And I'm guessing this is meant to be a notions pouch because I don't really know what else you would do with this unless you were doing a color work and you had just the yarn for maybe your heel toe cuffs of your socks in this, or You just had a very small amount of yarn to put in this, and then it still has the feeders through the top, so that's really nice. Great stuff. Delaque, man, they really nailed it. They really did. Excellent quality and product. Everything is very sturdy. These snaps are very sturdy. This is all, it's got this lovely edge fabric that they put on. I think, what do they call that? They call that, I'm not a sewer. Somebody that sews is yelling it at me right now. Oh, bias tape, I think. I think it's bias tape. They've got a nice bias tape made out of like a thicker woven material across the top. So it's not going to pull or snag out very easily, and the snaps are like a nice solid metal. Sidetrack. So yeah, I say I'm not a sewer, but I do have a sewing machine and fabric, because I'm overly ambitious that way and need to learn all the crafts. So that will be coming eventually. I've had the sewing machine for several years now, and I've sewn like reusable baby wipes and napkins on it. So I haven't really done much. So I'm going to pull that out and play with it, but that's in the future. So we won't worry about that now. Again, I've called Craft Hoarder for a reason, right? So these little silicone tips just go over the top of your needle. Keep your needle from stabbing through your bag, getting bent or damaged in any way. This is for the smalls. I also got some for the large that are on back order, so those will be coming. This handy little toolkit here is by Coconuts, and I actually have a set of these, but I did something wrong and my leather is stuck in the needle and I can't get it out. So I got another set, and I'm going to be much more careful this go round. Because nobody can afford to just throw money away, right? So we're going to be much more careful this go round. But anyway, so it comes with your string and your little tips. And this is a stitch holder cable. So you would, and there's two different lengths here. There's a longer and a shorter. But you would take your ends of your leather, and right here it's hollow, so that you can screw in the leather. So you're, well, come on, focus. There we go. Okay, so the ends are hollow so that you can screw the leather into the tip, and you just put it in there and kind of twist, and then that locks on there. And then you can use this to put your stitches on hold. So if you've got a sleeve, or you want to try on a sweater and you haven't gotten the body done all the way yet, you can take this, put all your stitches on there, and then it's on hold. And then when you go to take them off of your, this is like reusable waste yarn is what it is. So when you take them off your waste yarn, then you would, oh, and see, I didn't screw it very tightly because it just popped off, but that's fine because I need to look at that a little carefully, a little more carefully. So you have all your stitches on your waste yarn, and then you can just knit them off with these little tips, which is really nice. Remember, these are not sized. They are not sized. So be aware of that. But this works really good. I have used this. I'm using this on my cardigan that I am knitting right now. It works great. It was totally user error that I did what I did, and I'm being careful not to do that again. So we are going to keep all of the packaging and the instructions so that I do not get pieces of broken off leather in the tips and making them completely unusable. Because I did that. Because why wouldn't I have done that, right? Like, I do that kind of thing. And a nice sturdy little recycled cardboard box there. So that's cool. Okay, so the last thing that I got from Jimmy Bean in this order is they're having a sale right now, 20% off the La Bien May yarn. I think I'm saying that right, but I'm not real sure. Mowry, Amanda Mowry, I think that's her name, right? The one that does all the fade, like the Comfort Fade Cardi, the fade shawls. She uses this yarn to design those patterns. And I've never bought it because it was really expensive, but when it's 20% off, why not? I need to try new dyers, right? So this is a new to me dyer. So they're selling their fade kits for 20% off, and it comes in a specially designed Delaque O Snap. Now this is the 2XL. So this one is the large, and this is the 2XL. So you can see how big it is. So this is for your really big projects like your sweater or your blanket or whatever. But it's got it, and they specially designed it to go with this yarn. As you can see, this is that yarn's logo on it. There's the Delaque tag. It's their color that they picked out. The snaps are still the same. All the way across the top, you've got your snaps with a bit of spacing so it can act like a yarn bowl. And then it's got 4 skeins of yarn. I got the High Garden fade. They have several fades, and I think I might get one more because I love the Celestial Dragon one. So you will probably be seeing that shortly. So this is like super squishy. I do not regret this purchase in the least. And I'm kind of kicking myself in the pants for not buying it sooner. This yarn is just wow. And look at all those colors. And it is so soft. And this is 100% superwash merino in DK, in their DK weight. And this particular color is called Winter Garden. And everything's in French because they're a French company. Hand dyed in Paris. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. So I would assume that being hand dyed in Paris, if you order directly from them, you're going to pay an outrageous amount of shipping. However, most local yarn shops carry this. It's a very popular hand dyed company. Most local yarn shops will have this. If they don't, you can ask them if they do orders, because they might get better shipping rates than you will if you just order directly through them. But Jimmy Bean's Wool has this 20% off right now on this same kit, plus many others. So go check them out, and then you get a free Delaque O Snap, and you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, this color is called Rose Quartz, and just so squishy. I love it. Look at that coloring. Look at that speckling. That is just a lot of blues, pinks, a little bit of tonal in there. Just gorgeous. Love it. This one is the Dusk colorway. Wow, this one is coming out super clear on camera. Yeah, this one is showing is slightly darker than what it is in person. This one's pretty true though. Yeah, this one's pretty true. This is a nice cream with speckle. This is like almost an off-white gray base, but it's coming out darker on the camera than it does in real life. Just slightly. This one though, yeah, I'd have to say that's pretty dead on. The purples here might be a little grayed out on camera. Yeah, just slightly grayed out, but this is a beautiful gray purple color, and I think the gray might be showing up just a little more. But super squishy, and just look at all that beautiful speckling. And then this one is the High Garden color, and oh, so squishy. This is a beautiful tonal color. It's like a blushy rose, like an antique blush color. Just a very nice neutral. So it'll fade well. Just gorgeous. Oops. Got some yellow fuzz. Yeah, gorgeous. Love it. More yellow fuzz. Probably from the inside of the bag, maybe? Just the little manufacturing fuzz, maybe? I don't know. So it'll fade. You can fade it from dark to light or light to dark. And that's how you would want to fade it. So yeah, thanks for coming along for the ride. Some yummy squishy mail. We love our squishy mail. We love our happy mail, but we love our squishy mail too. Gotta show the knitters and crocheters out there some love, because I too am one of you. Just probably not as often as some. I bounce from hobby to hobby to hobby, so that's what keeps my brain happy. I love knitting and crocheting though, and I'm really disappointed that I have not ever gotten this particular yarn before, because this is fabulous. And I'm super excited about being able to use that bag. Yeah, hoping to end the search for the perfect bag. All right, thank you all for joining me. Have fun, be cool, stay safe. Peace out.